Welcome to the next video on the basics of music production with me, Nalestar. Today we are going to talk about automation. All of your plugins parameters can be automated. In this video I'm going to automate some parameters of both a software instrument and an audio effect, just so you'll be able to see how to do it. Let's load up a software instrument. I'll go with the Nexus 2 this time. I'll leave a link to the manufacturer's site in the description. Let me record something real quick. Just a little tip, notice when the bass note changes. I like to make it slightly longer so it feels more continuous or more musical. In my videos about music theory, I'll talk about these little tricks in more detail, so make sure to subscribe to my channel. Now we have this little progression. Let's say that I want to automate the volume. There are some different methods I'll show you too. First, click this button or press the A key. This will show you the automation on your channels. If there's no automation going on, then it's going to be empty, obviously. As you can see, the automation parameter is set to volume already, as this is the default automation setting in Logic Pro X. Let's click inside the region. This will activate the automation on your selected parameter. With the pointer tool, simply click somewhere and a little dot will appear. You can move this dot wherever you want and you can create unlimited amounts of these. Simply click, and if you don't need one, all you have to do is double click on it. With the pencil tool, you can draw your automation line. Before I show you the second way I like to access automation, let me show you two things. It's actually easy to automate a single parameter. All you have to do is click here, and you can select what you want. However, if I go into distance parameters, these names can be really confusing. A-mod ATT, A-mod DEC, and so on. If you know what means what, then it's okay and you can always select your parameter manually, but there's an easier way. The second thing I have to tell you is the function of this drop-down menu. It's set to read right now. Read is the default option. It simply plays back all the automation on your channel. In touch mode though, if you tweak something on your user interface, the channel will pick that up and it's going to place the automation to your track, and if you're done with tweaking, it will simply go ahead and read the existing automation data. Latch is similar to touch, but once you're done with your tweaking, it will leave the parameters where you finished with the tweaking instead of going back to reading the original line. Write mode works like latch, but it already starts your tweak recording from scratch and it erases everything you had. Write mode usually switches back to read once you stop the playback. Now, by knowing this, the second and in my opinion the best way to quickly automate any parameter you see should be evident. All you have to do is set the automation mode to touch and click on what you want to automate on your plugin's user interface. Let's say the reverb mix parameter. Voila, there's the line. Don't forget to switch back to read though, it's very important. Your existing automation data will appear here for quick access. Let's automate an audio effect. Simply click inside this EQ box to load the built-in channel EQ. I'll activate the high cut and I'll use this bend as a filter. Let's switch the automation mode to touch, start the playback and then click on the frequency parameter, as that is what I would like to modify. Okay, there's our line. Let's make a simple automation going up. Well, this is it basically. It's not complicated at all if you use my set to touch method. Just don't forget to switch it back to read once you're done. It's fairly easy if you're doing it manually by looking for the parameter in the drop-down menu, but you'll have to know what are you looking for exactly. If something's not entirely obvious to you about automation or anything what we've been talking about in the previous videos, please leave a comment and I'll try to make everything clear. You can follow me on my socials, links are in the description as always, and make sure to subscribe if you're interested in all kinds of music production videos.